Google Forms makes it super easy for us to collect information and to create our own surveys. And if we come up here to the top, we can click on responses and see the data that we've collected so far. But what if you want to do more with this data? And what if you want to see when these individuals actually submitted their form? Well, in that case, you're going to want to connect your form to Google Sheets. Here within that same Responses tab, we can come up here and select Link to Sheets, or we can select the More dropdown and select Destination for Responses. Either one will both lead you to this dialog. Now, by default, the first option is selected, Create a New Spreadsheet. We're going to start with this example, and then I'll show you how we can add it to an existing spreadsheet. Now here, by default, it's going to put in the name of our existing form, followed by responses in parentheses. But at this stage, we can actually go ahead and rename this. I'm just going to call this registration form test in our example. And after I select create, I'm going to be brought back here to my responses tab. But if I jump over to my Google Drive account, here you can see we now have a new sheet called registration form test. And if I open that up, now we have all that same data from our Google form, including timestamp information. Now, this makes it so much easier for me to filter or to sort, or maybe I want to copy and paste this information and put it in some other application. So it allows for a lot more flexibility. And of course, this link between my sheet and my Google form is live. So as new responses are recorded, they will be populated right here from within the sheet. But what if we already have a spreadsheet and we'd like to add our Google form information? In this example, I've got a spreadsheet which contains information from last year's season, and I'd like to keep all of that information in the same place. So this time, if we go back to our Google form, I'm going to click on Link to Sheets. I'm going to choose the second option, Select Existing Spreadsheet. And when I choose the Select button, I will be brought to this dialog, which first will show me my recent spreadsheets, but of course I can come up here and search through any of my Drive files. Here's the file that I'm looking for, the one that has that existing information. I'm going to select it, and then down below, I'm going to select Insert. This time around, it is going to bring us directly into that spreadsheet. And if we look down below, you can see that it has created a new tab. We have a new sheet within this worksheet. Here on sheet 1 is the original registration information. And now I have my responses from my existing Google form. Now, if you have questions about Google Forms or Google Sheets, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, being productive does not need to be difficult. In fact, it's very simple.